This is my AFC set. I haven't put up the NFC set. This is a original 1964 Buffalo Bills. Reason why you can tell is it's got just a red and white stripe on it, and also inside it's really tough to tell by the video, but there's just a small tiny circle or double circle inside. That's one of the original helmets. And you can also see the stripes that actually wrapped around. So when people bought these in what they're called the Go for the Pros sets and things like that back in the 60s, they actually came in like a gray cardboard box. You'd get all either AFL and or NFL, which was, the NFC, what we know today. So this just went through the years. I tried to do some face masks. This is an way older helmet. And it's a jumbo size. You can see it's a little bit bigger than the other Bills helmets. I just can't read it. But it's either a Hong Kong or a Canadian helmet. It's way, way down, and I got to get the magnifying glass out. So, but pretty cool stuff. That one, the Raiders, the Oilers, the Browns, and I just picked up a few more, and I'll show Mark in a little while. But then I have my custom helmets in here. All those are customs. You can buy stickers and make them look like the Bills helmets. That's the original logo from 1960, 59-60, and just a different one, different logos. We got to go God Bless America here. It isn't the original America's team, but it is America's team now.
Oh, absolutely. Red, white, and blue, baby.
I know we come through the Jets. These are customs, but these are all originals. And I just kind of go with the logo on how it's changed. The Raiders as well, put a different couple logos on it. Kind of cool with this. This is an original. Yeah, this is from the 1960s. But you can see the face mask from the different Raiders. This one's kind of has it's kind of more of a clearer face mask. That's one of the originals from OPI. OPI was called Orange Products, and they were out of, I believe, Allentown, Pennsylvania, and that's the originator of that. They still make like regular football helmets and things like that. My whites, I'll get into the customs later, but these are original. Custom. They didn't make these back in the day. I created those. That's the 60s because of the face mask again. Custom. The Bengals Evolution right here, I call that. See 4 or 5 different ones. Even the helmet got darker. The Oilers, I'm missing a 60s Oilers. I don't know what this is actually called. I don't know what that's called, but the oil well. I call it the oil well. In the 60s, there is one helmet that I'm alluding that doesn't have that outline. It just has the white oil well. For anybody that doesn't know helmets, these are not original, unfortunately. But this helmet right here, this blue one, if you find it in that kind of condition, it is worth about $700. But that's long gone now. The Patriots is kind of cool. They had white cuffs versus red cuffs. If you can see real close, there's a red cuff on him versus the ones in the 60s or later in the 80s and 90s. They just came with the white cuffs. This is rare, believe it or not. You can't. They got it fixed. Oh, the stripe came off.
Oh no.
That's horrible. But the OPI went out of business in the early 2000s. So that's kind of a rare helmet because you don't have those. Also, the Houston Texans, very, very rare helmets. And you got to go through. These are original helmets, but the Ravens, Ravens had a different helmet coming out. And then also the Jags. I want to say that there's another Jags one, but there's not. So, and of course, you got to give a little love to Pittsburgh because they had their own. They originally came out. I don't know if one of them is.
That looks like a 60s helmet.
Yeah, but I got one. They originally came out in their original packs. I got it somewhere. I think I have it downstairs. I got to put it up in here. They put a double sticker on their original helmets instead of just one-sided. So but all these are double. All those are single-sided. So, but that is my story, and I'm sticking to it on those.
Excellent. You got to stick that stripe back on too.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah. There's no stickers on it, so these are
It's an Oilers helmet, though,
these are
right?
yep, helmets to clean for customs. So I'll make the customs like I did upstairs. There's extra face masks. So but these are all ready to just
Redskins, Commanders. No,
Yeah.
There's the Saints.
all those ready to clean.
Packers.
Correct.
So
Correct.
the ones there, you clean them up, make the custom.
Yep.
Okay.
These are bad helmets. These are just ones that just New England's missing a stripe. The Giant stickers are
All center.
way off. That's an Atlanta Falcons center sticker, black and white on that. So even some of the Bills ones, you know, I can use the side stickers because what I'll actually do is refurbish them. You can actually there's one right here. I'll take it right off right now. Ready? This sticker will pull right off, and I can either re-stick it to another helmet and or re-glue it with a little Elmer's glue. And it's I don't have the glue stick right out here, but I use it with a little Elmer's glue stick and it's done. And some of them just need to be slid a little bit. So this is my project. This is my project helmet. If you Florida Gators, there's a Gators helmet, but again, it's got the orange sticker on a blue helmet.
Oh,
But
yeah, college too.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I don't really get into college. They were in the
I
sets.
haven't seen many of the college ones. I don't recall seeing those in the gumball machine.
Now this is something. This one, oh, I don't know. Oh, that's because of the glue. So back in the day too, there used to be pencil sharpeners.
Yeah, that's neat.
So you can sharpen your pencil. We'll do that right here live.
Live,
Look at that.
sharpen your pencil.
Still works.
That's awesome.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Sharp as hell.
Yeah, so school.
So that's cool. Right out bottom, globes. These are all globes or old helmets. I got some baseball helmets in there too. These are globes. These are full globes. But the stickers have lost their stickiness. So these are ready to get glued. So but again, you know, you can't get that Oilers helmet many places. So these are collector's items for quite a few people. The Rydell's. I'm not really into the Rydell helmets. Those are the bigger ones. They're just kind of, I'm into the older ones. Pretty decent. Need some good, mostly colored face mask to pull. So I haven't gone through these. Trying to find the baseball ones.
Yeah, I used to have a bunch of those when I was a kid, the baseball ones. I mean, I had the football ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, being I'm such a radical Bills fan, I only had like a bunch of Bills helmets, so I always took the other ones. I remember me and you would trade them on the Boston
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
You know? Because I just couldn't.
Trade them face up, smash our face masks together or whatever.
I can't have it.
No, it's okay.
There we go, there's the Bills right there. So I would be like taking that one and, I'd be trading him on.
So if you look at these, so these haven't been gone through.
Yeah,
You can see the
different
white,
face masks.
but the white stickers. Those people will just put them on there. I got to take all those off and then remove the glue because those aren't the right.
Yeah, they're not authentic and original, so
Correct.
what's going on?
So the Minnesota Vikings never had a white stripe
No.
on their helmet, so I had to take that off. Oh, that one came off.
There you
But
go.
there's the
Easy.
glue.
You gotta clean that off.
So I gotta clean that off. So there's a whole. These are not been gone through. Okay. Now I'll go into my NFC here.
Oh, NFC, that's far. People, what? Baseball cards,
Those are
mini
gloves.
helmets, Star Wars, it don't matter.
Gloves. Oh yeah, look at this.
Look at that.
These are all just face masks.
Right.
These are empty globes.
Globes, so you can pretend you're getting it out of the quarter machine if you want.
All right. So then I started breaking them down. These are my number ones. These are my
Really good.
high-end ones.
Got a grading scale.
So
So people, if you have questions about mini helmets or you want them graded, these we got. These are the number ones. So we want them
these are my number ones at least. So
number ones.
I want to try to show you a couple
Dude,
cool
I will
ones.
go with you.
This
'cause
is a
it's like 9 million mini homes. So.
1970, 71
Redskins.
Redskins. That's a late 60s Giants. And these are, you can see, there's no,
Woo!
very
Beauties.
few blips or
Beauties.
breaks in these. This is cool too. 1969 New Orleans Saints. They only wore this in the preseason.
All right. Wow.
You can see on the, there's a good picture of that. Get down in that, Mark, in that middle
I
circle.
see it. Yeah.
Okay, those are original. You can see those single or the double circles. Because nowadays, if you get, it's tough on the white ones.
Yeah.
It only just says OPI in the middle. That stands for Orange Products Incorporated. This was that one's from 76 when they came in the league. This is one of their last helmets as well. The last tag would be Bucks. That's
So I like the newer helmets. I do notice. I do have a feeling like the front of the helmet's like flatter. It's not less round.
A little bit, yes.
That's round.
Yep.
And then, yeah, so
I agree with
the
that.
older ones are more round, and then the newer ones are flatter in the front and kind of square almost in the front.
Yes. I want to show one other one. There it is. There it is. Here we go.
Good.
1975
Oh yeah, Ron Johnson era New York Giants.
New York Giant disco helmet. That's those are
75,
very
They
rare.
played the Bills on Monday night and beat the Bills. I was watching that game and they had that helmet on.
So-
Craig Morton was the quarterback
For the Giants?
at that time. Yeah, it was a Monday night game. OJ went wild, but they lost. The Bears.
Bears with the white C. That's a 60s helmet. So, yeah, some
So it's pretty cool. You trace this back to the 60s. And now
far back as I can go.
started in like 1960s, right?
Yep, right. It seems to be 64 seems to be the start of them. Then they came out with different sets.
You know what's this one here? The Redskins?
No, that's an old Falcons. That's a 67
Oh,
Falcons.
yeah, that caught my eye with that stripe.
Yeah, the 67 Falcons had a
Me, we watch so much football, and I seen that stripe, but I'm like, no, that's something special.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
yeah, that's
And
sharp.
that's the number one.
Yep,
So,
yep. Oh,
I have a good eye. I have a mini helmet eye.
then I put one. Then I start customizing them sometimes
Oh,
with the
the
black
black face
face
mask.
mask. Yeah. There's another.
Like this.
This one here is cool too. This is they did different logos for New Orleans. New Orleans seemed to be one of those ones that they did different things with. So if you look this compared to
I see, it's got a...
the other New Orleans, they call that the fat logo.
Okay, all right.
So, and that's an old, you see that.
So now generally...
Perfect. There's the difference between OPI. See, you can see the OPI in it versus just the
Yeah, I see it.
just a single
So now
number
what's
in
the
the middle.
value on those things? That's generally speaking.
In these conditions, this one here is probably worth about $15. It's probably about $9. This one here, oh geez Louise, look at that.
too.
I got a double doser
Yeah,
here.
double dose of Ron
Okay,
Johnson.
those
Craig
are
Morton.
those are about 45 a piece. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. That one right there is probably worth 10. The 60s. This is a 60s Eagles that with that Kelly green. That's pretty neat. That one's worth probably $5-6. I got all the.
It's fun with all the variations though that you have, all the different variations. Because our live audience goes crazy in the background.
So
So
yeah, God bless Carter.
extremely exceptional.
Yeah, there's some
All right, well that's awesome.
NFC stuff. Get some.
Been wanting to do this one. What's is that a Houston Oilers down there? In the
I got them all
silver?
over the place. Yeah, that's a. Oh yeah, that's a
I feel
decent. That's a.
smart.
Yep.
I feel
That's a
smart,
60s.
brother.
You can see that
Yeah,
circle, the
I'm
double
over-
circle there instead of just the number.
I don't really know crap about these, but
No. Oh, this is the set that I picked up the Bills, that
yeah,
64
out
Bills
Florida?
from.
These ones
Yeah.
out of Florida?
No, these came from California.
Oh, California.
I haven't gone through these. These are some older helmets too, but they're a little more dingy, a little more. Yeah, they've had a
So this
little.
would be like a number 2.
Yep,
Well, not your number 1,
Yeah.
number 2.
that's an old. With Miami, with the
All right,
Dolphin
Greg Smith, here you go.
not with the Dolphin not going through the hoop. That tells me that it's a 67, 68.
Okay.
That I also go to helmet logo. There's an NFL. There's a logo site for that. I can't think of it right now. This is a Cleveland Browns. To make that spruce it up. They did the CB on it. This is kind of a test thing. And
did they ever do one with the brownie? I think I recall.
No.
No brownie.
No brownie. No brownie.
No brownie. Another Saints.
There's another Saints, and again, you can see it's older because they wrapped those stickers went around. So when everybody got home and they opened it up, I'm looking for another. I got a nice Washington Redskins. I got there's that one's really rare. Is the one with the spear? There it is.
Okay, here we go. Where are you people?
And so I have the Redskins variations. I have the
Okay. All right, the spear. Right.
yeah, spear of the
Right on.
Redskins
There you
and
go.
some cool stuff. So that's my
Incredible.
passion.
Oh, I see a whole bunch of Buffalo Bills right there.
Oh yeah. So then you guys are gonna get bored with this.
No.
Get bored with
Forever,
this.
but I don't care.
So then I break them down into AFC East, 60s and early 70s. So I have all of the variations of different helmets from the 60s and 70s.
Look at see that?
Each team.
There you go.
And you can see the variations between the Dolphins even.
Right
See
on.
that one's is going through the hoop and that one's inside it.
All right.
The Jets. Now if I had one of these Jet logo ones right here in just the white logo from right next, that's as much as that Broncos one. That one's like $400. So I just break them down per division. All the others. So these would be the newer helmets. These are newer helmets. Yeah. Bag 2. So these are my number 2s. This is part of my number 2s. And I just go through and
Wow.
yeah. So I have them. Oh, there's my
Oh, look at
there's
those
my coloreds.
colored face masks.
Yep. Now I did do this. These are custom. These are 3D face masks. I had some guy print these, but I can get 3D face masks. They aren't as good as the other ones, but if you were just setting them aside, they got some different colors. So, and then of course, it's when you have bad helmets, you always save the good stickers. And these are my helmet stickers that are still pretty decent.
Okay.
And I'll save those for, again, these are for rainy days in the middle of winter, and we try to,
Refurbishment.
yep, that's for the refurb days.
That's awesome, dude.
Thanks, Billy.
Well, hey, man, thanks for sharing all this, Kirk. We're really into it. I think it's fascinating, so I'm sure we're going to get some really good feedback on
Some
it.
neat stuff. Thanks,
All
man.
right.
Appreciate it.
You're the man, brother.
Let's go.